Now that you have a good understanding of ASP.NET Zero, I want to take a short moment to explain what my goals for you are with this tutorial. It's always a good idea to make sure that we are on the same page here so that you know where you'll be after spending time on this video. While we will be mostly looking at the technical side of things and I'll be spending time to build an application together with you, one of the goals for this course is definitely helping you in deciding if ASP.NET Zero is something for you. Of course, by seeing how we can build an application with it will help with that. We've already talked about the fact that starting a new project today can be a somewhat cumbersome task. There are really so many things to think of. Which patterns do I use? Should we be using DDD? Or even, how do I start using DDD in my project? Which frameworks for the server and the client side do I use? If you are looking at a foundation for your next project, ASP.NET Zero can really help you with that. It gives you a tested foundation built with modern frameworks. One of the things I know might scare developers. Are we stuck when using this framework? I don't want to tie myself into using this or that framework, I can hear you say. I agree. A framework can sometimes be just a bit constraining and it removes some of the freedom developers love. In the case of ASP.NET Zero, it is just a solution that you start from and that you build your application on. It's open for change if there is something in there that you don't like. Feel free to remove it or change it with whatever you want. And it's not a one-man show either. If you have feedback or suggestions, like many other users from around the world, you can suggest a change as well. So with this tutorial, I want to teach you how you can create applications based on ASP.NET Zero. While up until now, we haven't looked at any code, that will soon change. The target audience for this course is therefore clearly developers. By the end of this tutorial, you as a developer will have a clear understanding of what ASP.NET Zero can mean for you. You'll understand what is in the box and also, maybe even more important, what is not included. We'll explore together the architecture used by ASP.NET Zero. This will help you in seeing how you can build applications with it. And the latter is what we'll be spending most of our time with actually, building an application using ASP.NET Zero. We'll also spend some time looking at the tooling that is now available from ASP.NET Zero as well. Finally, I want you to walk away with some next steps that can take you further in your exploration of ASP.NET Zero. Oh, and one more thing. I just said that this course is aimed at developers. To be able to get the maximum from this tutorial, you'll need to have some C# and .NET knowledge. That's of course for the server side. For the client side, we will be using some Angular code. You don't need to be an expert in any of these technologies though. Just basic knowledge will do for what we are going to cover in this tutorial.